the MAC opener for both squads. With that, we say great to see everybody. Delighted you're here. Michael Regai, joined as always by my partner, the former All-Big Ten safety, national champion, Michigan Wolverine, Marcus Ray. Run games today. Keep an eye on it. But where do run games start? You got to start with the big fellas up front. The offensive line's going to be critical for both football teams today. And Ohio, they got to get it done with their center, Parker Titsworth, and the crew.
Definitely. This is a very veteran group. Four seniors and one junior. They've been balanced as far as 180 rush per clip, 170 in passing. But as you mentioned, that's Christoph Atkinson. He's the big fella playing right guard, 6'4", 300 pounds. Those guys really dominate the middle and make it hard for defensive linemen. Then you have Parker Titsworth. Everything starts with him at center. He makes all the calls. He's the quarterback. Both of those young men are preseason all-conference guys.
Yeah, without question they are. And if you're Joe Moorhead in the Akron Zips, same thing. You know, you got to be able to run the 2nd and 10 after no gain from Tyus. Navarro operating with 4 wide receivers on this 2nd down snap. He's going to take a shot deep. There's that late flag, as you see, as he was looking for Coleman Owen. Owen is their deep guy, and Marcus, we got that flag, and that looks like it's going to go on Akron's Justin Anderson for a holding. Defense. Season as the Ohio Bobcats head football coach. Hey, back-to-back 2 10-win seasons. That's what you like in this program. As we get going, settle back and enjoy. And that opening kickoff, non-returnable through the end zone, which is going to bring on quarterback Marcus. He's been banged up, no question. And all week long we were wondering about Parker Navarro. Their starting quarterback. Marcus, he's been banged up, no question about that. Got hit on the hand, soft tissue injuries. So we'll see. Navarro going to give it a shot to begin this one this afternoon. First carry of the afternoon. Akron saying not going to let you get in a gap there, as they were able to put the hit on the running back for Ohio. Real good one is Anthony Tyus. He too has had family issues and wanted to give it a go again. So both Navarro and Tyus starting for Ohio.
That's good to see for Ohio. Both guys toughing it out. They need those 2 young men to play at the same time and play at a high level.
2nd and 10 after no gain from Tyus. Navarro operating with 4 wide receivers on this 2nd down snap. He's going to take a shot deep. There's that late flag, as you see, as he was looking for Coleman Owen. Owen is their deep guy, and Marcus, we got that flag, and that looks like it's going to go on Akron's Justin Anderson for a holding.
Defense. Anderson normally plays cornerback. He moved into safety.
First down.
Right there, Ohio. Keep an eye on Coleman Owen. He's their #1 receiver. When he gets in that slot and he starts to go vertical, that's a hard guard for a safety playing 12 yards off.
And you see Andrew Special is our white hat today, our game referee. Now back to the ground game with that delay inside take from, again, Anthony Tyus. So Tyus got 5 there, and in the open, this offensive line and their ability to get this run game block, create seams for it, will be huge for Ohio today.
Yeah, it's going to be huge, and what you're going to see from Ohio is a lot of this formation where they spread you out and try to run a little split zone action.
Navarro in trouble off play action, sack time. Oh, Akron had that read beautifully. That's Bennett Adler, the young man from St. Ignatius High School, Lakewood, Ohio, his 2nd sack of the year.
And that's huge. I mean, Akron really struggled to get people in 3rd and long, and first drive of the game, you'll see Adler coming off that right edge over there. That's a big-time play. He beat Carson Heidecker right there on that, as you see his numbers. That was an excellent pass rush move. I don't think Parker Navarro saw him.
No, I think you're right. What a terrific get off a block for the 265-pound senior, Bennett Adler. Behind the sticks now for Parker Navarro on 3rd and 15. He's going to throw that quick in route. And Akron's going to get on that after that catch was made again by Coleman Owen. And so Akron gets a stop. And as we, in our conversations this week with head coach Joe Moorhead and his defensive coordinator Tim Tibesar, vital for them to get stops, get off the football field.
But definitely, and it definitely helps when you're in 3rd and long. They faced a lot of 3rd and 2s and short, in those Power 5 matchups. But on this first drive, Akron, I believe, won the battle up front with their defensive line.
Jordan Castleberry, you saw him a moment ago. Where's number 29? He's in that solo deep spot, and he's going to fair catch this at the 13-yard line. But tremendous boot by Jack Wilson of the Ohio Bobcats. 48-yard boot, hung it high, no return possible. So, Marcus Ray, that is a young man that, of course, we've seen at both Cal and NC State in his college quarterbacking career. Ben Finley, now the QB1 for the Akron Zips.
Yeah, he makes the throws. He's tall and athletic. And when he gets hot, he gets hot. Now, he's awfully streaky. They like to run a lot of RPOs with Ben.
He's going to fire that quick out and put it on to Bobby Golden. Bobby Golden and Adrian Norton are the top 2 receivers there. There's Golden, who wears that number 4, a young man out of the talent-rich Miami, Florida area. Palmetto High School there. Golden with his 10th catch of the year. Oh, he's the Z, mostly plays on the inside. Firing again. That's back-to-back throws and completions there as Adrian Norton, the young man I just mentioned. So Norton and Owen, those are the top 2, Golden, the top 2 receivers. And they have both made catches here early. Move the sticks, first down, Akron.
And that's good play action run fake. It was actually a run play. They decided to throw the football to get those safeties out of the middle.
Now get that out of his hands quickly for quarterback Ben Finley. He got it on Jordan Simmons. Now we do have a flag. Well, Marcus, I think Bobby Golden, the wide receiver, is going to get hit for a hold or block in the back.
Yeah, it's tough when you throw those flare screens, those quick screens.
Holding. Offense, number 4. 10-yard penalty for the previous spot. First down.
It's hard when you throw those screens, then those wide receivers have to block a moving target. And you'll see here to the right of your screen, once you latch on and defensive backs, you see DJ Walker trying to pull away. Can't get in. You got to let go of that cloth. But it's tough when you run those outside pass plays like that, those quick screens.
That quarterback Ben Finley had been sharp on those first couple of throws, but this is going to get Akron behind the sticks now. Continue to throw it. That's the tight end, Jake Newell. Well, look at Newell use the 245 pounds to break a tackle. Marcus, what did both Joe Moorhead and his offensive staff tell us this week? We're going to get Jake Newell the football. Made no doubt about it. Said we need to make our offense complete.
Yeah, they said he has good hands, good routes. They just want him to block a little better in the run game. But you see he's a weapon. And Ben Finley, he's reading the edge. He can either hand it off or throw it.
Well, Finley going to continue to load it up and running free in that route again. And Finley put it right on that number 4 of Bobby Golden, who made the grab. And right now, Ben Finley and the Akron offense getting pretty much whatever they like.
Yeah, right now, they have this Bobcats defense off balance. And it's hard to prepare against an RPO team that runs it 90% of the time. As you see, he's a big play guy, Bobby Golden there, almost 19 a clip, 4th in the conference. But that was a good play call. They know Ohio plays a lot of one high safety and soft coverage on the outside.
Golden, a classic slot receiver, huh? 5'8", 180 pounds. Finley going to pull it down. We'll go to the slide, but positive yardage for Finley. That's probably going to be, we'll see where the mark is. That'll be about 3, and they always spot the football where the slide was started. So we'll give them 3 and call it second down and 7 now from the 45-yard line is Ben Finley, the redshirt junior out of Phoenix, Arizona. And again, this is his 3rd college football program. Played at Cal, NC State, and now Akron. And he's going to load it up again and guns that out, and Golden has got another grab. Well, is Bobby Golden just your classic, terrific route runner out of the slot?
I'm going to tell you what, they have it dialed up and figured out. Yeah, he has good body control on this, but I really like the pass from Ben Finley, the accuracy, throwing the ball outside where only Golden could catch the football. But right now, Akron's offense is really tricky right now. You can tell it's scripted. As you see Coach Hauser right there, we talked to him as well. He has his hands full a little bit right now. It's always a chess match, though, for both coaches and both coordinators on the first drive.
Finley again riding that RPO. This time he ran that quick in route and hooked up with Adrian Norton. Now Norton's a little bit bigger receiver, 6 foot, 190-pounder. Young man, we know him here from the state of Ohio, out of Huber Heights, went to Stebbins High School.
And they say he has Power 5 talent. I mean, this guy here, things would have went a little differently academically in high school. I tell you what, he wouldn't be playing for Akron. And that's coming from Joe Moorhead himself.
Play number 8 on this Akron drive gets short-circuited.
Offense, number 56. 5-yard penalty, first down.
I think they got Keelan Davis. Yeah, there's Keelan Davis, the big 300-pound redshirt sophomore. Ben Davis High School in Indianapolis, real strong prep program that Keelan Davis played at. That backs Akron up 5. Well, the first possession here for the Zips. Ben Finley is on target, delivering strikes in his throws, and Akron moving the football. Play action. Now Finley's got to escape that pocket. Got a lot of green in front of him. So Finley had nothing that he wanted through the air, but wasn't able to, again, get outside the numbers on the edge. Positive play.
That's what you call a high football IQ, to understand the situation, where he is on the field, to realize no one was open, Mike, and then he takes off and gets positive yards after the penalty.
They're going with a lot of 3 wide receivers right now, and that is a lot of Bobby Golden and Adrian Norton in this offense. Fake that toss, and now getting dragged down from the backside. Bradley Weaver did not get fooled. Now, Bradley Weaver, who did not play at Kentucky, as you look at Joe Moorhead, but you know, they said, what did the defensive coaches say? He's got to start making quarterbacks uncomfortable. I say he did there, making Finley uncomfortable.
He sure did. He actually stayed with the pass rush. See Coach Moorhead, 3rd down conversions. It's been a thorn in their side. You know, it's 35%. And it's because they've been in long yardage most of the time, and they played some pretty tough defenses as well.
3rd and 16. That line to make is down to 22. Finley had to throw that over the head of defensive end Bradley Weaver, who dropped in coverage. He was able to find Charles Kellum, that back. It's going to come. Got back to about the original line of scrimmage, but Akron with an opportunity from 49 yards to put points on the board as they get the field goal team out. And this is Garrison Smith. Smith is 4 of 5 on the year. It's going to be 49 yards out of that right hash. Plenty of leg for Smith. Have the accuracy? Oh, yeah, he does. Put 3 on the board for Garrison Smith and the Akron Zips, who put on a most impressive first drive of their football game today.
That was a very impressive drive to go down and get some points out of that drive, Mike.
So Smith now 5 of 6 on the year. So Akron gets off.
Much more. That's hockey on ESPN Plus. Sign up today.
Pearson in open space. Pearson got, we'll see where they spot it. Looks like he got over the 30-yard line. 31-yard return for Tank Pearson, the 178-pound senior, young man who started his career as a junior college player in Mississippi.
Tank's been having a pretty good year playing defensive back. And I tell you what, he picked up some nice blocks there. Got a good return. We'll see if it gives this offense some momentum.
Back on the football field for quarterback Parker Navarro to run his offense. Again, banged up. It happened during week number 3 against Morgan State. And this is the ground game, trying to work behind the right side of that offensive line on that carry for Ohio. Their number 1 tailback, Anthony Tyus. But he too, as we said, has been battling family issues and missing a couple of practices, but giving it a go here today.
Akron has 2 pretty good linebackers. You saw Brian McCoy, number 40, make that straight up tackle on Tyus, and then Tavius Fish pretty good too.
Now on that quarterback draw, Parker Navarro, not a lot there as he was knocked down as on that hit for the Akron Zips. You mentioned those backers for Akron, and both Brian McCoy and Tavius Fish are excellent. You saw Darian Lewis there. He's playing the nickel mostly, Marcus. It came up a very short tackler as Lewis.
Yeah, and his secondary has 4 new starters. They lost all 4 last year, so it's taking them some time to communicate and gel, and especially when you go against those Power 5 opponents. But around this time, conference games, things should even out.
3rd and 5. Navarro will throw the out. Terrific left-handed breakup out of that secondary. That's Devontae Golden Nelson. Very consistent. They say maybe a little better in run support. Looked real nice with that left-hand knockdown and knocking that pass attempt away.
Yeah, that's a pass breakup, man. That's one for the books. Good coverage. He was the last option in the route of progression. There was Rodney Harris the second, but that was good coverage. Parker Navarro went through his progression. Great defense there by the Zips.
Ohio not able to move the football in a couple of possessions now, and they're going to have to punt it away. Jack Wilson will hit that from the 25, and he'll boom that shot. No fair catch there. As hauling that in was Jordan Castleberry. Castleberry with a couple of yards off that return. So Akron off to a good start. They've got the early 3-0 lead, and they got the football back again when we come back. Get and develop more and more talent. Now they're going to go to the RPO and run that football on that first down call for the Zips, and on that carry was Charles Kellum. Kellum's a redshirt sophomore out of St. Xavier High School down in Cincinnati here in the Buckeye State.
Kellum so far hasn't had a ton of carries. He's very capable though. Catches the ball well out of the backfield. It's really up to Ben Finley on whether he wants to hand it off or throw the short pass outside.
Finley going to put it up. Remember, went 7 for 7 on that first drive. This time is his first miscue. He wanted to hit that tight end, Jake Newell. They like to get Newell the football outside the numbers and crossing routes that they could take advantage of his ability to separate.
Yeah, Newell came into this game with 16 receptions, 124 on the yardage side with a touchdown, so he's very much a part of that offense. But when you don't get positive plays on first and second down, Akron finds himself in another 3rd and long, which favors the defense.
3rd and 11, they're going to go with 3 wide receivers for Ben Finley. Triggering the out. That's hauled in, but they're going to come up short of the first down. Why? Because of Tank Pearson's picture-perfect solo tackle there after that throw was completed by Finley.
It's a nice job there by this O-line, giving them some time in the clean pocket. Ran the comeback route just short of the sticks. Nice job by Pearson getting that foot in the ground, breaking, not wasting any steps. You don't want to do that as a defensive back. 5'9", 178-pound senior. He's done a fine job this season. It's been very solid for this defense.
So this is Coleman Owen now back at the 24-yard line to receive this left-footed boot. Owen from the 23. Coleman Owen trying to find some operating space. It's a 48-yard punt, 8-yard return for Coleman Owen. Akron's got the early lead. Ohio football when we get back.
Target Circle Week, 1 week.
Sunday the 6th.
Target
Big deal.
Circle Week,
Sunday the
1
6th.
week.
Big
Ow.
deal.
It's Target Circle Week.
Get ready for 7 days of big deals.
That's right, Penn. What a big week.
Huge week. Starting October 6th.
96% of Subaru Foresters sold in the past 10 years are still on the road. That's more than Toyota RAV4. The all-new Subaru Forester. Love begins with trust.
These days, the best seat in the house is actually in your backyard. Start building your dream backyard at Belgard.com.
Looking for a job is lonely. Endless searching, phone calls that go nowhere, applications that vanish into thin air. What if you could link with dozens of local companies who are hiring right now with just one connection? That's Express Employment Professionals. One call, one application, and no fees ever for job seekers. One connection, endless opportunities. Express Employment Professionals.
Live can't miss NFL games. An ESPN Plus exclusive Monday night matchup. Plus NFL primetime. You can't get anywhere else. And our exclusive expert analysis. ESPN Plus equals more football. Stream now.
NHL on ESPN Plus is back. Enjoy 1,000+ out-of-market games, exclusive matchups, marquee NHL events, and so much more. That's hockey on ESPN Plus. Sign up today.
This time I use top. Great ball, and it's in! Historic goal! Houston scores! Left-footed goal!
Beautiful, huh? I know you wish you were here with us. Understood. Akron's got a 3-0 lead over the Ohio Bobcats. Their homecoming weekend here. And that's Tim Tibesar, Akron's defensive coordinator and linebacker coach. We really enjoyed our conversation with him this week in preparation for this one, Marcus. And he's got all levels of his defense flying around here early.
Yeah, he sure does. I mean, he returns his top 4 tacklers. Actually returned everyone in the front 7. And so far, they've shown up and showed out.
Parker Navarro will gun that out route off the hands of Jake Bruno, the 250-pound redshirt junior tight end. So these first couple of possessions here in the opening quarter have not found Parker Navarro and this Ohio offense getting into any kind of groove or rhythm as yet.
No, Ohio looks a little stagnant right now. I don't think they have figured out exactly what they want to do per se offensively.
Going to throw that quick in route. That's a real nice grab by Chase Hendricks because that throw was low and away. And like a shortstop second baseman in baseball, a throw away from the bag, and he went back and got it.
That was a good catch. I'll tell you what, I mean, if Ohio can stay in a third and manageable, then they'll be able to have a higher percentage of getting first downs. And I don't know if they can really run the ball as well against this Akron front, the way they're lining up. You see the defensive tackle spread wide. They're going to force Parker Navarro to beat them with his arm. And I think the short pass game is there.
Anthony Tyus is the lone back, 4 wide receivers. Navarro on third down, going to pull it down. Well, that's an excellent move to get there. It looked like that Navarro was in a real bad situation with Antavius Fish, that tough linebacker bearing down on him. Watch Fish 10, Marcus, and Navarro was able to step around it.
Yeah, he gave Fish a little bit of action in the middle when he made a move and got that first down. That was actually a heads-up play by Parker, and he does have good legs. And I think that's part of the check down game of this offense is him either throwing it to the back or taking off and running.
Tyus looking for a little bit of a seam. It wasn't there because Akron's Nathan Kapongo, the nose, 285-pound, fifth-year senior, wears number 99 in on that hit, along again with Antavius Fish.
That's a good call there. I mean, that's a win on first down for Ohio to spread out this defense, find a good run lane there. They need to do more of that on first down, and I even say second down too.
Ohio and Akron territory. Seam there is that center, Parker Titsworth, and the guards, Davian Weatherspoon and Christoph Atkinson, got that blocked. However, nobody here at Peden Stadium likes to see this. As one of those young men I just mentioned, Jacob Dennison. Dennison is the right tackle, down blocking there, Marcus, and is not getting up right away.
It's never a good sight to see anybody on the ground. But I would say so far, though, this offensive line that we talked about at the top of the show, man, they're coming together now. Just right to the middle of your screen. Just gets his left leg rolled right there. Yeah, it's not a good sight there.
Yeah, the young man, Jacob Dennison, who won this starting tackle spot on the right side, Mansfield, Ohio. Prep player, Lexington High School, and then started his career at Jacksonville State collegiately. Good that he's up. Certainly not full strength on the walk-off, but hopefully we'll be able to keep an eye on it. Hopefully Ohio will be able to get Jacob Dennison back in the football field.
It's good to see the young man walking on his own accord there. Just a little freak accident in traffic. Big fella, Davion Weatherspoon, 6 foot, 300+ pounds. They're asking him to limit mistakes out of Harper Woods, Michigan. He's a fiery, emotional guy, and he makes a lot of plays inside for this offensive line.
Sixth play of the Ohio drive on this snap. It's a big one. It's 3rd down and 1, and Akron's going to take the timeout defensively. With 70 seconds left here in quarter number 1. So we'll keep it right here as you look at Joe Moorhead again. Marcus, didn't it to us? Moorhead had a real good feel about, well, first of all, he really liked what they did, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the heavier days on the practice field, and felt good about bringing his football team down here to Ohio. And of course, he has a world of respect for Tim Albin and the program here. That has been a 10-win team each of Albin's first 2 seasons.
Yeah, he gave much high praise to these Bobcats, and rightfully so. He was looking forward to this game. He felt like they matched up well on both sides of the football.
All right, 3rd and 1 for quarterback Parker Navarro, and Tim Albin's offense. Stay on the ground. Oh, no, I didn't get there. Anthony Tyus got swarmed on. Getting off blocks to make that stop for the Akron Zips. Coming up out of that secondary and putting on a strong hit. Devontae Golden Nelson, Justin Anderson, both of them there.
Yeah, you saw Brian McCoy stick his face in there. That's well defended there by Akron. It looked like Ohio had the numbers at the point of attack on the line of scrimmage. And we don't know if the effect of Jacob Dennison going out there, if they just had a miscommunication, but that was a great defensive stand.
Jordan Castleberry standing back at his 10-yard line on his run-up as that punt didn't get everything on it that Jack Wilson, the Ohio punter, was hoping. Out of bounds. We'll see where the officiating crew going to mark that. Looking like it's right at the 20-yard line for another offensive opportunity for Ben Finley, the quarterback. There he is, 3rd program. Again, if you're just joining us, 3rd college program. Started at Cal, NC State. Last year when Joe Moorhead was able to get Finley, he felt real good about what he could do and be for his Ohio offense.
Yeah, he's definitely a good
offense,
fit.
but I'm looking at Ohio go just completely close the door there. As coming up in on that hit was that tremendous tackling linebacker for the Ohio Bobcats, Blake Leak. And that's going to be the final snap of this opening quarter. The defenses had some offensive big plays, but points on the board have been tough to come by. Akron with the field goal has a 3-0 lead. Quarter number 2 is next.
Target Circle Week, 1 week.
Sunday the 6th.
Target
Big deal.
Circle Week,
Sunday the
1
6th.
week.
Big
Wow.
deal.
It's Target Circle Week.
Get ready for 7 days of big deals.
That's right, Penn. What a big week.
Huge week. Starting October 6th.
He's been through a lot.
We'll get there. It's okay. You're safe here. Come on. No hurry.
You know it's true. I only wanna be with you.
Love begins with trust. I'm not going anywhere. That's why I got a Subaru.
The all-new Subaru Forester. Safe, long-lasting, trusted, loved.
Looking for a job is lonely. Endless searching, phone calls that go nowhere, applications that vanish into thin air. What if you could link with dozens of local companies who are hiring right now with just one connection? That's Express Employment Professionals. One call, one application, and no fees ever for job seekers. One connection, endless opportunities. Express Employment Professionals.
This time I used help. Point guard, and it's in! Historic goal! Houston scores! Left-footed goal!
NHL on ESPN Plus is back. Enjoy 1,000+ out-of-market games and so much more. That's hockey on ESPN Plus. Sign up today.
All right, let's start quarter number 2. Joe Moorhead and his Akron Zips have a 3-0 lead on the Ohio Bobcats. Michael Regat, Marcus Ray, and our ESPN crew. Moorhead and his squad. All right, so Marcus, they played at Ohio State, they've played at Rutgers, and last week at South Carolina. How do you feel about level of competition rising the level of play for Akron?
Well, I think it did Akron a favor. I don't think that they were worried about playing a team like Ohio, which they're evenly matched up with once they were outmanned, that the coaches even admitted to. It kind of worked in their favor. They came out of there relatively healthy, a ton of experience, and they feel like they can lock arms with anybody in the MAC after they took on those 3 tough teams.
Sure, but it makes absolute sense. And I think without, being too emphatic about it, I think that Joe Moorhead alluded as such to us, did he not, this week?
He did. He felt real good about his chances and who they played and how they matched up.
On 2nd and 6, that throw almost was deflected as Akron quarterback Ben Finley was looking to hook up with his big tight end, Jake Bruno. But this one for the Akron offense is going to go 3 and out in coverage for the Ohio Bobcats there on that throw. Shea Taylor, the redshirt junior linebacker, who's very good in coverage. So Akron is going to have to punt the football away. Should be decent operating position for Ohio. As once again, back in that punt return spot is Coleman Owen. Owen going to race to field that punt at the 30-yard line. Look at Coleman Owen. Owen with another move. Terrific return. Do have a flag. We'll have to get that determination, but for the moment, Coleman Owen has shown to be, again, Tim Alvin talking to us about him, Northern Arizona transfer. They like him as an explosive return guy.
Illegal block in the back.
They like him in the run game.
Number 22.
With the short passes, RPO stuff. They also like him down the field. Coleman Owen is probably their best offensive weapon right now. Most consistent. As you see, he's doing it on special teams, even though they had the penalty. He showed you what he can do with the football. And when he's playing that outside position, he's the first read. But you'll see right here, he's making people miss. It's right there. You see the holding, blocking the back right there. You see 27 there blocking in the back. That looked like, what's the young man, Jack Freeze. He blocking people in the back, but I tell you, he really didn't need to do that because Coleman Owen was already by him.
See, Owen, we broke off a couple of hits from his punt return blocking helpers. Now to the ground game here. Flying high is Anthony Tyus. Probably going to get 9 here on this first down call. And, Marcus, didn't take us long to figure out. I mean, certainly, as we're going to get this timeout here. And again, unfortunately, we've got an injured Akron Zip down on the football field. Is that Marcus Moore Jr.? I don't want to speculate, I think, but we'll wait until we get it officially. All right, so give us this timeout and we'll come back. Akron has a 3-0 lead on Ohio.
Picture this. It's perfect out, but you're staying in. Because with the right furniture, this is the perfect way to spend the day. At American Signature Furniture, you don't have to picture it. You can experience it.
Target Circle Week, 1 week.
Sunday the 6th.
Target
Big deals.
Circle Week,
Sunday the
1
6th.
week.
Big
Ow.
deal.
It's Target Circle Week.
Get ready for 7 days of big deals.
That's right, Penn. What a big week.
Huge week. Starting October 6th.
I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with you.
Come on. Are you ready?
Made for the one. Made to tell your love story. Made to last forever. Made to shine. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Here you go, buddy.
Thanks, Dad.
My dad taught me to seek adventure, to respect nature.
Wow. Almost there.
To love it.
It's beautiful.
Do you love it?
And now I want to protect it for my son and the next generation. That's why I got a Subaru EV.
Wait for me.
The Subaru Solterra, powered by love. Get great low-rate finance or lease offers on select new 2024 Solterra EV models going on now.
I'm on the next level now. It's so on.
NHL on ESPN Plus is back. Enjoy 1,000+ out-of-market games, exclusive matchups, marquee NHL events, and so much more. That's hockey on ESPN Plus. Sign up today.
The Akron athletic training staff working with the true freshman, linebacker Cam Cheatham. Cheatham, of course, was involved in trying to secure that tackle and it looked like he took a hit above the shoulders. So good thing, though, is that he's back on the sideline and being attended to. As Joe Moorhead's defense have played a terrific first quarter now. Back dealing with Parker Navarro. Anthony Tyus is offset as that lone back, and this is Tyus on the carry. Just not a whole lot of space there. Tyus was able to break a tackle and got a positive couple of yards after being hit in the backfield originally.
If you take a notice, Akron's running this 3-man front, and they're giving you a 4-man front look, and then they'll shift out of it. And when they go to that 3 down, their 3 are gobbling up the 5 offensive linemen, and sometimes that front makes it hard to know who to block as well.
They gave Tyus 3 there. All right, now checking that down. Parker Navarro was able to connect with Anthony Tyus. We've been impressed with Tyus. Yeah, he's their running back #1, but we've been impressed with him receiving the football as well. And, in fact, as much as head coach Tim Albin, so we're going to give him the football a little bit more in the pass game.
Yeah, and when there's nothing down the field, I mean, I just want to say I think Akron right now doesn't believe Ohio can throw the ball vertically over their head. They're crowding that line of scrimmage, but that was a good check down pass.
Tyus got through one seam, but that is a terrific secure tackle by Brian McCoy. He wears number 40 and the Akron white. He's a 230-pound junior backer. And they really believe that McCoy and Antavius Fish, Marcus Ray, are in the upper tandem of MAC linebackers.
Definitely so, and they play like it.
Navarro had to get outside of that pocket that was closing down on him. Well, he was able to hook up and hit that throw to his favorite receiver, Coleman Owen. Owen made the grab, but again, tightly contested. How impressed are we by Brian Smith, of course, the offensive coordinator, running back coach, but very impressive with this Ohio linebacking core secondary and coverage. That connect from Parker Navarro to Coleman Owen did move the sticks back to the ground game. A carry for Ricky Hunt Jr. Hunt is a redshirt freshman out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. How about Tim Albin and his coaches, going in recruiting the state of Oklahoma?
Hey, they're going everywhere, man. I'll tell you. Nowadays, man, with the portal and high school football being so good, I mean, there's talent everywhere, but everyone's trying to become a nationally recruited program.
2nd down and 8 now. Parker Navarro, the graduate student quarterback, started his career at UCF. Firing seam, and that was too tall. If Navarro took a little bit of heat off that throw, I think he's got 6, as he was looking for Caleb Gossett. Had it on his hands, Marcus. Gossett couldn't go up tall enough to pull it in.
No, he couldn't. That was a fine job, though, by the offensive line. I'm just trying to figure out how they ended up with 2 guys going vertical on the same hash. There must have been a miscommunication or someone ran the wrong route.
Just 1 of 4 on 3rd down converts for the Ohio Bobcats. This would be their 2nd if they convert. Navarro running that read option to his left, and he's going to move the sticks for a 1st down. Marcus, when that play began, it didn't look like it was going to develop, and then Navarro off that again, and that read with the option with the ball fake, got 10 yards, 1st down.
Yeah, you see a little freeze there where they fake like they're going to hand it off, and that forces the defense to pause for a second. And he was able to slide out of that arm tackle. They still had the ability to pitch the ball. That was a good play.
Play fake. Pressure coming. Navarro got out of it. And then hits the throw on the boundary. Connected with Ian Pugh, who made that grab. We do have a flag, but for the time being, a Houdini act from quarterback Parker Navarro.
I tell you, he slithered his way out of that one. They ended up with a legal man downfield. That's what happens because that was actually an RPO.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense, number 57. 5-yard penalty for the previous spot. First down.
I think they got the left tackle Carson Heidecker, Marcus, as the guilty party.
Well, right here is understand, once a quarterback starts to scramble and he still throws the football, the linemen began to work their way down the field. So initially they were at the line of scrimmage, and because Parker was able to elude the pressure, just be elusive and get away from it, their linemen drifted down the field. That was Heidecker.
Yeah, move it back to the 35. Now this is 1st and 15. Navarro firing in the seam. Wow, did you see Coleman Owen lay out? Marcus, this young man at about 5'10", 190 pounds, I don't think he has a real high regard or worries about his body when he puts himself in harm's way. Do you?
No, he sure doesn't. I mean, he attacks the football. That's called attacking the football, when you make a great effort with your hands to aggressively try to bring it in, even in traffic. But he's having a great year, tops of the MAC in receptions and yards. Just hasn't been in the end zone yet, but he's definitely their #1 target.
All right, 4 wide receivers, a pair on each side of the formation for Parker Navarro. This is play number 10 of the drive. Back to the ground game. Well, Anthony Ty, his partner, can we agree this young man is a tough runner inside the tackles?
Well, the thing is, he runs north and south. He gets his shoulders parallel. He does not run east and west. It's going to take more than one guy to bring him down most of the time. And he has a lot of patience. I mean, not the same kind of patience as a Le'Veon Bell used to, but it's a couple tiers down when you talk about allowing your blocks to develop, get your foot in the ground and go.
Parker Navarro now, and the offense looking at a 3rd and 7. That line to make is down to the 20-yard line. Navarro going to step up, and that throw again too tall. Marcus, right now, Parker Navarro is missing high on his throws to his tight ends and wide receivers, as Caleb Gossett, the intended receiver there.
Nice job getting out of the pocket for Navarro. And you're right, though, Mike. It's like the vertical throws down the field are high and they're sailing on him, but he's done a fine job connecting on the shorter passes in the check down.
Joey Hunter in coverage, 44 yards it will be officially. Straight on the uprights for Ohio to tie this up. Gianni Spedic from 44. Lot of leg. Does he have the accuracy? Nope, he pushed it wide left. Ohio's points opportunity goes by the wayside on the Spedic miss. 3-0 Akron when we get back.
Timeout on the field.
Five-minute warning for Tyler.
Sounds good.
Yo, Central 1 and 5.
All right, sounds good.
Yo, Don, sound checking 5. Man, sounds good.
Lisa, you're on in 5. Cool. Sounds good.
To buy or not to buy? That is their question. And nobody knows shoppers better than Shopify, the undisputed, undefeated checkout champion of the world. This living legend can boost conversions up to 50%, which means way less of these and way more of that. So if your business is in it to win it, win with Shopify.
A large touchscreen keeps everyone happy. The all-new Subaru Crosstrek. Dog tested, dog approved.
One of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. Khalil Roundtree. One of the UFC's most lethal weapons. The power on display is phenomenal. We got 2 title fights.
Oh, man, this is awesome. Let's get it, I got it. They went and did what I did. Let her call me iconic.
Great to have you with us at ESPN this afternoon. Big one going on. First game of the Mid-American Conference League season. And Akron, with the first 21 minutes of football about in the books, have a 3-0 lead on Ohio. Joe Moorhead, he not shying away at all from how important this football game is. He, in our conversations this week, he and his coaches, let Marcus Ray and I know that, how he painted the picture with his football team, and we got to go down and win a road game in a tough place to do that. They'll start this possession carrying the football with Charles Kellum. So Kellum, who is the backup to Jordan Simmons, maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
Akron right now, even though the game is only 3-0, I mean, they're kind of in control of what's happening at the line of scrimmage, and I think what they're running offensively is keeping Ohio off balance.
Finley out route. Reaching down to try to make that grab was Adrian Norton, wasn't able to do it. So Joe Moorhead's offense now going to be looking at 3rd and 10. First couple of drives, they move the football very effectively. There's the drive chart right there. Ask and he shall receive, huh? That first drive resulted in a field goal, of course. Last 2 drives, they don't move the sticks here. They're looking at the 3rd straight 3 and out.
Yeah, they've missed some opportunities, like the drop pass you just saw there. They've also had a couple of false start penalties and things that backed them up on those other 2 drives.
Now Finley to put it up on 3rd and 10, or will he? Boy, he's in a lot of trouble. Threw that up for grabs, and it got picked off. Outstanding interception by the nickelback DJ Walker. Walker, his first pick of the year, but he has 5 pass breakups early. Well, Marcus, you go ahead and tell him that quarterbacks start throwing off their back foot on the run, usually problems.
Well, this is just a terrible decision by Ben Finley to try to throw the football off balance late in traffic. I mean, I don't know, what he saw there. Amarion Granger was the only zip in the vicinity, but that just wasn't the right decision, and that's something that I think has hurt Akron's offense. Has been the turnovers, obviously sacks and lack of rush yards, and that right there is just a momentum probably changing play for Ohio. That sudden change, they get the ball on the short field, and I know Joe Moorhead is going to talk to his quarterback Finley and explain to him the importance of just throwing the ball out of bounds.
Ohio really likes their young secondary, and that's one of them, the redshirt freshman DJ Walker. Oh, but look at Akron defensively. That front 7, Marcus, continues to get to the football to knock down Anthony Tyus. As we go back to the pick that was thrown here. Or excuse me, this is on the carry by Tyus.
Well, this is a nice job there by Akron, stretching the football out, eliminating the inside run gaps, forcing that ball to bounce outside. And remember, I told you, Tyus, he doesn't do his thing very well east and west. He has to get his shoulders up straight north and south.
And a big fella in the middle is 290-pound Nathan Kapongo. Now back to the RPO. Tyus in open space. Anthony Tyus outside the numbers before he got belted out of bounds at the 8-yard line. How about the O-line for Ohio there getting that blocked, Marcus Ray? 35 yards.
Yeah, watch the big fella pull right there. That's Davion Weatherspoon. Showed you his graphic earlier. You'll see him pull to get the good kick out block there. Nice seal. Tyus does the rest in space. See, he's trying to house that football. He's
holding.
Taking guys on.
Number 3.
Up top.
10-yard penalty from the spot.
Got up, fired up.
Well, I did not see that flag where it came out. I'm going to tell you that it was late flag, but this one is coming back, and it's going to negate that strong run from Anthony Tyus of Ohio. So it's going to be a net, Marcus, of 16 yards, right? They'll net 16. Of course, the flag was thrown where the block in the back came. So 1st and 10 now from the 28-yard line. Ohio trying to get on the board and take the lead. Navarro hauled in, crossing route. Excellent grab made by Max Rodarte. Rodarte, 190-pound junior. Partner, that's his first catch of the year, getting in the wide receiver rotation now. Max Rodarte.
You never know when your number is going to be called. Good pocket there. You see Atkinson holding the point. Nice ball there by Navarro. That's probably his best downfield ball. Under duress, if you will. Good catch there by Rodarte.
Yep, first grab of the year for the young man from Sacramento, California, junior college guy from San Francisco JC before he found his way here to Ohio. Back to the RPO game. Tyus breaking tackles. Did he get in? They're going to put him down. There he is in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio's Bobcats.
Fumbled the ball short of the goal line. The ball went into the end zone where it was recovered by an Ohio player for a touchdown.
Like Heidecker.
Timeout for an offensive injury.
I'll tell you right now, that's a tough run by Anthony Tyus, but you'll see to the right of your screen, Tyus looks like the ball came out and right there.
Friendly fire, buddy, huh?
Yeah, Heidecker.
Mason Williams?
Yep, he and his buddy. They cracked helmets going for the football, thinking it was still live. And they went helmet to helmet. They weren't sure if Tyus got in or not. They saw that ball loose. I think they're reviewing the touchdown as well, but that's how the young man got injured.
Well, the Ohio training staff, of course, taking a look. Yeah, no, you're right. 3 Ohio Bobcats. Actually, if you want to include Jordan Jones, went after that football.
Looks like he might have fumbled before he got in. Like, I think that ball was coming out, and they gave the touchdown probably to Mason Williams, just a touchdown. On
fumble recovery, TD?
Fumble recovery, yeah.
Okay, all right. Columbia Station, Ohio, up north, near the city of Cleveland. For Carson Heidecker, who also played collegiately at Notre Dame before now coming here with the Ohio Bobcats.
Getting points off of that turnover there, Mike. That was huge. That was huge. That interception by DJ Walker set up the big run by Tyus. Finish it off right there. Give Ohio some momentum.
Adding the PAT for the Ohio Bobcats. And as you get a good look at that offensive line, Ohio with a 7-3 lead.
This season, ESPN Plus has hundreds of games across 20 conferences. That's more action, more touchdowns, more college football.
Yeah, that's how I get by.
Streaming now.
To buy or not to buy? That is their question. And nobody knows shoppers better than Shopify, the undisputed, undefeated checkout champion of the world. This living legend can boost conversions up to 50%. Which means way less of these and way more of that. So if your business is in it to win it, win with Shopify.
Get great low-rate finance or lease offers on select new 2024 Solterra EV models going on now.
NHL on ESPN Plus is back. Enjoy 1,000+ out-of-market games and so much more. That's hockey on ESPN Plus. Sign up today.
This time I use towel. My use they use towel. And it's in! Historic goal! I love this game. It's so hard. The one you never ever knew about.
strike!
It's so on.
The new 12-team college football playoff begins December 20th on ESPN.
Yeah, that's how I get by.
This year. So we take a look now. Now, this is according to the All-State Playoff Predictor. The Group of Five's opportunity, if you will, to make the college football playoff here. Boise State in the Mountain West, UNLV in the Mountain West, James Madison, Washington State out of the Pac-12. Whoever wins the MAC, you want to throw them in there too?
I'll tell you what, I mean, hey, it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, it's going to come down to that highest ranked team, but James Madison with that huge win over North Carolina.
How enormous was that?
I mean, 70 points.
70 points, and just absolutely. I talked to a couple of Carolina Blue fans this week, Marcus, and more than being angry, I think they are just, as a fan base, kind of perplexed. How does that happen?
Offside.
I tried to tell them, listen now,
Team number 19.
you know, you and I, we've called
penalty.
James Madison games.
Yeah.
As one of the top teams in the FCS. That's a tremendous program. But you can't tell, a program like North Carolina, they just don't see any way that they should have that happen to them.
No.
I get it. That's a fan perspective. But we know James Madison is the real deal. Akron back with the football, firing that in route again. Dangerous for Ben Finley. Finley tried to put it on his favorite receiver, Bobby Golden. And that was broken up beautifully. Really like this secondary of Ohio. They love to fly around. They love to get their hands on the football, as you saw right there. Finley on 2nd and 10. Going to step up, taking a deep shot, trying to lay out and make that grab for his quarterback. Was wide receiver Adrian Norton. Marcus looked to be some separation there.
Pass interference.
I think Finley missed an opportunity for a big one here as we take a look at. Well, hang on a second. We'll get back to that. There was a flag thrown too, and that penalty is going on the defensive unit of the Ohio Bobcats.
That's a missed opportunity there by
Blake Leak was the one that was flagged, correct?
Correct.
The linebacker. Finley again going to put it up. This time he comes back to his out route. Lake's throwing that out route and hit Adrian Norton. It's a solid first down pickup. We'll see where it's spotted. Going to bring up 2nd down, and we'll call it 4. Ohio's touchdown gives them the lead. This Ohio defense, we sing their praises, rightfully so, as you look at Shea Taylor, one of the hard-hitting backers. But Marcus, look at the difference when they play here at home.
Oh, definitely. Now, true enough, it was against Syracuse and Kentucky. That Kentucky team just beat Ole Miss.
Right.
So Ohio's had their fair share of tough competition, too. So they're not going to flinch when they see Akron either as far as run-pass game, especially this defense. But they lock it down here at Peyton Stadium.
No, they really do. And you get a good look at, of course, this defensive coordinator of this Ohio Bobcat squad, John Hauser, Cody C., Nate Fans. Well, a lot of trouble for Finley there. Looked a little bit indecisive and then just kept the football and got knocked down to pay for it. Again, on that hit for Ohio is Shea Taylor.
Well, Shea's been banged up. He's a very athletic linebacker at 6'3", 232 pounds. They've had him on what they call a snap count. Only going to play a certain number of plays. Ohio team's been banged up in the secondary and as well at linebacker. I tell you what, it's good to have Shea back. Big play Shea right there making a play on that delayed blitz. Looked like Akron had a miscommunication on the left side of that line.
Keep an eye on Coleman Owen now, the Ohio returner back at the 8-yard line. And what an excellent punt that Akron's punt cover unit is going to put down at the 2-yard line. How about that punt from Avery Book? Book was able to keep that away. Came into today 8th in the country at punting the football, and you could see why. Tremendous there.
That was a big-time punt, man. I mean, here's what you find. Like, guys like Book, this is like a contract year. What do I mean by that? When he kicks the football that well, somebody in the Power 4 is going to come knocking. I mean, that's just what's been happening in the MAC and at the FCS level. I mean, when you see guys perform like that, you see them at other schools the following year.
He's averaged 46.9 yards per punt here in the first 4 games of the year. Look at the Akron defense. Well, they just knocked that down before running back Anthony Tyus could get moving. Tyus got knocked down literally at the line of scrimmage on that Akron hit is out of the secondary. That's Darian Lewis. And hard-hitting nickel he is. Loss of 1. Ohio backed up at their 1-yard line near the shadows of their end zone. Navarro in trouble. He wanted to go again RPO on that zone read and just barely getting out of the backfield and getting back. That's actually that snap came from the 1. That's going to be a loss of a yard. Just managed to get out of the end zone. And again, how about the hit from Marcus Moore? Where's number 52, Marcus Ray?
He got so much penetration off the snap count. I don't know if they purposely left him unblocked, but that was a bad miscue up front.
On 3rd and 11, Tyus trying to just wedge out a couple of yards. Tyus was able to do that. And Akron timeouts. They've got what do they've got? They've got 3 of them left. Excuse me, 2 of them left. They decided not though to take one there, figuring that Marcus they're going to get the football back again if the operation goes well. Here with probably about 2 minutes and 25 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, they could have saved themselves about 40 seconds here if they would have burned that timeout.
Speaking of operations, let's see if the Ohio punt team operation can make this happen. As for the Jack Wilson, it's got his heels, Marcus, just almost on that white boundary, meaning you're out of the end zone if you do that. So he's just inside that.
Yeah, this is a tough place to punt the football. There's no depth to the field behind you. The ball's on the 1-yard line. I don't think Akron will come after this, but they might get a pretty decent return.
Jordan Castleberry, the return man for the Akron Zips at the midfield stripe. And Ohio was hoping that Wilson can drive one of his best bombs here. Clean snap. Wilson hit it well. Virtually right where Castleberry was standing at the 49. Jordan Castleberry. That's a 19-yard return. And how about this operating position? They will start at the 30-yard line of Ohio. Will the Akron Zips. All right, we'll be right back. Touchdown and could give Akron the first half lead. We'll be right back to Peden Stadium.
Check-in time is 3.
It's 2:55.
I know.
Is this what he's doing now?
As your host, I have some rules. First, no showers longer than 5 minutes. This isn't a spa. No games, no fun.
Yes, Coach.
Meanwhile, at a Verbo, when other vacation rentals make you share your turf with a host, try one you have all to yourself.
I was so excited when I heard this sandwich was back. I was like, Cloud 9. 2 words, Cloud 9. What's up? This is Mike.
And this is Celia.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich
is the symphony of flavors. You can always count on that crispy, tender, juicy chicken, and it's got pickled jalapenos, and it's so good.
My favorite part is the pimento cheese. Topped off with the honey, it all comes together perfectly. I like the original.
I like the spicy chicken fillet. But either way,
you're getting a winner.
Real customers paid for their testimonials.
He murdered a father of 3, sentenced to life in prison. Kamala Harris pushed to use tax dollars to pay for his sex change.
I made sure that they changed the policy so that every transgender inmate would have access.
It sounds insane because it is insane. Kamala was the first to help pay for a prisoner's sex change.
The power that I had, I used it in a way that was about pushing for the movement, frankly, and the agenda.
Kamala's agenda is they, them, not you.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Good evening. Tonight we have the pride of West Africa. It brings together the Ghanaian, the Senegalese, and the Nigerian jollof rice.
So what jollof rice is the best?
Ghana jollof.
Nigerian jollof.
Senegalese, we are the original jollof.
It's called Unity Jollof Rice. One people, one jollof.
Immersive dinners with world-class chefs. Chase Sapphire Reserve. Make more of what's yours.
Class-leading safety features at every turn. The Hyundai Tucson.
Get 1.99% APR for 60 months on the Hyundai Tucson or Tucson Hybrid. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
Joe Moorhead trying to get some things figured out for his Akron Zips offense. I do have terrific operating position here. But, Marcus, here's the thing. That man there, Ben Finley, started 7 for 7. Hot. 67 yards. Since, 2 of 7, 15 yards, and a pick.
Well, part of that is just scripted 15 plays, and then the other is just Ohio adjusting and then making plays on defense.
Sure. To that end, he'll throw the football out of the backfield and get a quick gain. Ben Finley got 3 on that throw. We'll call it 2nd down and 7. Akron down by 4 as they approach the red zone. Finley will gun the out, and that's broken up. Boy, that was on the hands of Adrian Norton, but how about the pass breakup that came, again, out of that secondary? It was Tony Mathis, Marcus. There he is, true freshman. The secondary for Ohio, they've got 1, 2, 3 true or redshirt freshmen now that made their way into the 2 deep and seeing a lot of playing time.
Yeah, they've had a lot of injuries back there in the first couple of games. They have a lot of moving parts, guys having to learn things, and that's why some of the communication has been off.
Finley going to take the shot. It is caught at the goal line. Touchdown, Akron. Jake Newell was running free in the Ohio secondary. Get the ball to Jake Newell. Head coach Mr. Moorhead told us this week. There it is right there. 17-yard touchdown catch for Newell, his 2nd TD of the year.
This has become a very popular play in the red zone where they put a tight end by himself and they make him the RPO read instead of a short flat route or a bubble route. Now they're getting a tight end down the field, and that's a great play call.
And Marcus, that brings some decisions that a defensive back 7 have to make, right? In terms of their coverages when that kind of route is run?
Yeah, because it looks like a run play. And if you have poor eye discipline, you'll look in the backfield and see, wait a minute, it's a run play. But when the tight end releases, that's what Joe Moorhead has specialized in. He's done it everywhere he's been. He was at Penn State, did it well with Saquon Barkley and all the guys they had there. But when you have the pieces and you move them the way he moves them, it is very tough to defend when they execute. That's why he's so high on his offensive system. Look at those rush yards, Mike.
Absolutely.
Versus the pass yards.
Yeah, Akron now doubling up. So Finley, as we're telling you, he's on a 2-for-7 issue throwing the football until he's hit 4 of his last 4. So he's been perfect there. And boy, he had an absolutely running free Jake Newell. He could have hit that touchdown from here to there if he needed to. Look at Newell.
So right there, that looked like a run play. And as you see, you start looking in the backfield, looked like the true freshman Tony Mathis was over there, who made a fine play before. And he just let him run right by him. He wasn't sure if it was a run or pass play, but when that tight end, as you'll see to the right of your screen, watch the corner come up because he thinks the quarterback's running the football. That right there is how you execute that play, and the safety doesn't get over top fast enough. But the defensive end crashes down for the run play. You saw Finley attacking the edge, and that's the guy that's in conflict, is the cornerback.
So with just 1:20 left in this second quarter, the touchdown pass from Ben Finley. Tight end Jake Newell has got the Akron Zips back on top now at 10-7. Non-returnable deep into the end zone. Marcus Ray, 1:20 seconds left in the first half. 3 timeouts. Parker Navarro, you got the veteran quarterback. What's your MO here, my man? How do you think that Tim Albin's going to approach this with his vet quarterback in the offense?
Well, I'll tell you what, a few weeks ago, I believe against Morgan State, they had an outstanding 2-minute drive in this same situation, and it really broke the game open here. Parker Navarro got extremely hot. So what you do, you want to attack the sidelines. You see up top, you see Coleman, Owen, and those guys in the slot. They'll run quick outs, and they're going to give up the sideline defensively, but that's where they're trying to go.
Start on the ground and run that RPO, the staple of virtually every run game offense in college football now. Anthony Tyus on the carry. Got strong 6 on first down with this moving clock at 60 seconds left in the opening half. Navarro gunning the out. He will put it on his tight end is making that grab for the Akron Zips. Caleb Gossett. Excuse me, for the Ohio Bobcats. Caleb Gossett.
And you'll see Akron trying to defend the sideline, but they're going to give up the short pass there.
Off the play fake. Navarro. Good wheels. Navarro keeping the play alive with the legs. Got another first down. That's 12 yards and move the sticks for Parker Navarro in Ohio.
So far, so good. As you see, they don't want Parker to force the ball down the field. They're giving him some quick 1-2 progression reads and get out of the pocket. They know the defense is going to drop out of there and play soft coverage, and he's taking what they're giving him right now.
Officials timeout for a defensive injury.
Officials called a timeout here, and that's because the Akron Zips outstanding linebacker Brian McCoy, there's McCoy, was down to his knees and now is going to be escorted off the football field. 44 seconds left in this opening half on this, what certainly looks to be the final first half drive for Parker Navarro. Navarro, if you're just joining us, we weren't sure he was going to go today. Entered this game with a soft tissue upper body injury. Hand situation too. At times earlier in the week, unable to grip the football to effectively practice and throw in the pass game.
Yeah, he's doing a fine job now, and I really like the play calling here. They need about, I would say, about 20 more yards to get into a field goal situation. They have plenty of time to still have all 3 timeouts.
3-by-1 up in this wide receiving look. They're going to throw that bubble. That inside bubble, and they got it on Coleman Owen. Really like that play design, Marcus Ray, and they got Coleman Owen running free, and now they'll go quickly.
Yeah, they got a little tunnel screen action there. They were expecting pressure. Excellent play call.
Navarro going to unload deep, corner of the end zone. Going up for that was Chase Hendricks. Hendricks was in coverage about 5 yards deep in the end zone.
Yeah, a few weeks ago, that's the same play they tried from the same area in a 2-minute situation. They like to try to take a shot with Chase Hendricks vertically in a 2-minute type hurry-up look. But they know that they still have plenty of time to not only play for a field goal, but possibly try to get in the end zone.
And they tried to go after Joey Hunter there, the redshirt junior Akron corner. The coaching staff tells us he's playing solid, getting better. That quarterback draw. Oh, Parker Navarro, if he didn't try to make that cut and lose his foot, he might still be rolling toward the end zone. Be that as it may, though, move the chains, first down, Ohio.
Yeah, that's a design quarterback draw there. All linemen, all 5 linemen were getting down the field. They ran block. Receiver sold the pass. Defense flew out of there, man. And Parker made a great read. As you see his numbers, averaging 6 a pop. He's getting downfield. And with the rush yards being so lopsided, it's very surprising that Akron is in the lead at 10-7 with only 1 rush yard.
Yeah, no, for sure. Ohio they got 2 timeouts left now. Just 22 seconds, yes, but I mean, if they need it, should be time for 3 plays, if not 4, with the timeouts left.
I'm going to tell you what.
If they need it, of course.
Yeah, that's a good point, Mike, because here's the deal. I mean, 22 seconds left, and we're talking about the 18-yard line. Don't be surprised if they run the ball 1 more time or possibly twice with those 2 timeouts.
37th snap for Ohio, offensively 16th in Akron territory. Fade to the corner. Navarro puts it on. Coleman Owen. Touchdown, Ohio. Beautifully thrown fade route to the pylon, corner of the end zone.
That is what you call a slot fade. It's a man-to-man beater. Once Parker Navarro saw one safety in the middle of the field, they knew it was man coverage. Little play-action fake. And that's a tough, hard guard for a safety with the toe tap. Trying to get control of the football as he scores his first touchdown of the year. As you see, he gets that right foot in. But I'll tell you what, that's a great call. I was very impressed with Brian Smith and his play calling and the execution. But that young man right there is having a heck of a season and one mighty, mighty fine ball game right now.
It really is. As Marcus just said, his first touchdown catch of the year. Coleman Owen rapidly developing into the top receiver in this room for the Ohio Bobcats. Adding that PAT. Gianni Spedic, and Ohio has now regained the lead as they go back on top by 4 here after the Parker Navarro, the Coleman Owen touchdown throw for 6.
They did it again. They scored in a 2-minute situation.
Pocket broke down. Still keep. But Ohio's front 7 is all over that as they got on Charles Kellum and knocked him down.
You'll see right there in the middle of your screen, number 10, the big fella Cam Rice didn't play last week, as well as Bradley Weaver, as you mentioned. He returned. Cam Rice is a fire plug. You see the 3rd down conversions.
0 for 5, huh? Now the average, by the way, has been better than 8 yards on these 3rd down snaps. So same thing here. 3rd down and 11. See what Ben Finley comes up with. A lot of pressure. Finley had to go to his tight end, but that throw was actually a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage as Jake Newell made the grab. I don't know, Mark, a situation like that, I know it's only 3-4 yards, but Newell just better let the football fly out of bounds. Or catches the ball, you take a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, it's going to mess his average up, man. This guy's catching balls all year, almost at about 8 yards a pop.
Number 12.
But I'll tell you what, though, that's a good stop there for Ohio. It looks like they mixed up their coverage a little bit, sent the delayed blitz. They confused Finley and got the third down stop. 0 for 6 now.
Now that line drive boot, as you saw momentarily, Coleman Owen looked like he was had thoughts about coming up and playing it on a hop after the strong punt from Avery Book. Strong indeed. How about that boot of 55 yards for Avery Book that he helped Akron turn field position around.
Yeah, he flipped the field for sure. And, you know, punting, your punter is a weapon. And they complement the defense. Start talking about field position and hidden yardage. We'll see what Ohio comes out with. I expect them to run the football, try to reestablish the line of scrimmage.
3 wide receivers, 2 by 1 to the top of the formation. Her quarterback Parker Navarro came into today banged up, has gone the whole way. Seam route, got what they wanted there. Mason Williams made the grab. Big 260-pound redshirt freshman. I don't know how anybody could let Mason Williams run free in their secondary.
No way. That's a great job of selling that fake by Parker Navarro.
Now back live, Navarro will trigger the out. So Navarro has come out hot on this possession. First the seam route to Mason Williams, and now hooking up with Rodney Harris on the grab. Another first down.
All predicated off the play fake on the run.
Well, Finley wants to continue to put it up. Not this time. Pocket broke down. Still keeping the play alive. Wow. How about Parker Navarro there? They were coming after Navarro. He broke a couple of tackles, Marcus Ray, to keep that play alive.
Well, the thing is, Akron has had some miscues as far as tackling all season long, giving up big plays, having some misfits in the run, but you definitely can't miss 2, 3, 4 tackles on the quarterback in space.
3 minutes into this third quarter, Ohio trying to add to their 4-point advantage. Anthony Tyus as the Bobcats go back to the ground game there. See this offensive line, and so much of an onus has been put on them by both head coach Tim Albin and offensive coordinator Brian Smith. And we gotta, if we're going to embrace what they tell us this week, Marcus, there's Brian Smith. Good look at the OC. If we're going to embrace being physical, we got to just execute it on every snap with consistency. They've done that pretty well today.
Yeah, they sure have, and especially on this drive to be in a 3rd and 4 situation.
Go back to the RPO. The Akron defense was not fooled. They're putting up that clenched fist there that they got a 3rd down stop as Akron defensively. I love the way the linebackers get up in gaps. Marcus, how about you?
Yeah, I like that too. Also like how the defensive line ran a stunt. Saw a big fella, Marcus Moore Jr., lining up in one gap, wrapping around to another. That confused that offensive line.
So on 4th and 3 plus territory for Ohio, but Tim Albin decides to get the punt team on and see if they can really back the Akron offense up here. Jordan Castleberry, the punt returner for Akron. And now we got a flag thrown by that back judge who's standing on the goal line.
Offense. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
They let that play clock run out?
Yeah, they took a delay of game to try to get a little more room to punt the football, to keep that ball in play and not let it go into the end zone.
So 4th and 8 now. It'll back Ohio's punt team up from about the 45-yard line is where Jack Wilson hit that. And where are they going to mark that out of bounds? Inside the 5-yard line. They're going to mark that at the 2-yard line. Another terrific job from Ohio punter Jack Wilson. All right, Akron with a football when we come back. Good one going on here. 14-10 Ohio.
The moment I loved our Subaru Outback mode.
Real good one going on in the MAC opener for both Ohio and Akron. Ohio's Bobcats for Tim Albin with that touchdown pass from their quarterback, Parker Navarro, as he hit Coleman Owen. They've got this 4-point lead at 14-10. And, well, again, evidently, they got a holding call. There was a holding call. And so now Ohio is going to punt the football again. Now backed up to the 32-yard line.
They took the delay of game penalty first.
Well, originally.
Yeah. Then they get a hold. That changes the landscape of the field position. We'll see where the ball had went out of bounds.
Absolutely. I mean, the Ohio punt from Jack Wilson. Terrific. But now he's going to have to do it again. But the officiating crew is, I think they're a little bit flummoxed themselves, Marcus Ray. They had it spotted at the 30. Now they're going to, where are they going to mark it? Okay, right as of now, this is, we're going to have to get a real explanation on this. They just moved the football 25 yards. Now walking it back up to the midfield stripe and a little bit more. Crowd not happy.
They had to recount the yardage, man. They would tear it off by about 5.
All right, I think we got it in order now. The snap's going to come from Ohio's 45-yard line. That original line of scrimmage was midfield, so they move it back 5. All right. Now, Ohio punter Jack Wilson standing at his 31. He'll hit this from about the 35. Didn't get as good a one off, although got the terrific tail drag on that, huh? Will be put after all of that. Ohio got what they wanted again from punter Jack Wilson and their punt cover team. Akron is going to start this series from their own 6 or 7. We'll see. So 47 yards is the length of punt. So isn't that the exact same length of punt yardage there?
Exactly.
When it was what, for the 2 to the 7 after the penalty? Okay. It's Akron's football. In the end zone, gunning out of the end zone. Right. Did you see the shot that Ben Finley tried to put on his intended receiver, Adrian Norton? Norton got a right hand up on that, did he not, Marcus?
Yeah, he did. He almost came down on it, almost got 2. That's a risque throw there by Finley, but a good read. I mean, good release where only his man could catch the ball. Got a little nice job from the back end by Roman Perotti. As you see, he took a shot from Shea Taylor on that pressure.
Partner, do you sense Ben Finley's got a little bit of that gunslinger about him? And he'll throw the ball into traffic. As a young man that just believes in the strength of his arm, as you've said a couple of times, that could be great. Allows him to make throws into tight windows, but also sometimes the decision-making gets skewed because you believe in that arm so much.
Yeah, it definitely can get you in trouble. It's one thing to play with a lot of confidence and stay within the system. I mean, he has 6 touchdown passes coming into the game before the one to Jake Newell, but you have to be smart with that gun-slinging arm, too.
He's going to check that down and go to his big tight end, Jake Newell. As Marcus just brought up to you, was the touchdown receiver from Ben Finley. But the only touchdown that Akron has put up today.
Number 12 for Ohio is now playing as number 89.
And the Zips 89. Again are going to have to get that punt unit out with Avery Book and punt the football away. There's Book. This is the 3rd time that he's kicked from out of his end zone today, huh, Marcus? Second time from near that back line.
That just wasn't a good series there for Akron. I mean, I think at some point they're going to have to legitimately try to run the football instead of just going RPO, because the quarterback looks like he's throwing it more than handing it off.
Yeah, Coleman Owen on that run up. Good field position will start for Ohio. When we come back, the Bobcats trying to add to a 4-point lead over Akron.
Solterra EV models going on now.
Any regular season will play to decide the MAC championship. Oh, look at Akron get after it again defensively. Marcus, we've been very impressed with the way this Akron defense has got after the ground game of Ohio. Anthony Tyus again in on that hit this time from one of the up front stops. That's Kabash Richards. First time we've called his name today. Now he's down on the depth chart a little bit, but getting playing time here.
Yeah, that was a great defensive stand there to win on first down for Akron and to force Ohio to have to get into a potential passing situation.
Loss of 3, 2nd and 13. Throw that tunnel screen, and this time Ohio was on it. Akron was on it. Ohio was looking to again get their outstanding wideout on that, Coleman Owen, but on that tunnel they was blown up, Marcus.
That's a great job there on the outside. Getting around, looks like Terrence Thomas, number 15, was able to slip the block. Read the tunnel screen perfectly and made a great tackle. Saved some hidden yardage.
Boy, 9 defensive secondary players we have. 9 have played for the Akron Zips in that secondary today. Defensive coordinator Tim Tibesar. Quarterback draw. Parker Navarro to the 31-yard line. Marcus, do you think it's, again, of course, it's a lot of just his tremendous athletic abilities. We do have a flag. But how about the way he sells that with his head and shoulder fakes?
Oh, he looks downfield and makes linebackers fall all the way back and get into their pass drops. Looks like that was possibly on Anthony Tyus. You'll see it in the middle of the screen. The lead blocker here just grabs a hold at the tail end of the play right there. Get the tug with the left hand on the jersey. It's an easy call for the officials. But I was impressed with Parker Navarro's ability to run around in space and make some people miss.
And again, of course, if you're just joining us, they weren't sure he was going to go today. Hand injury, soft tissue injury. Having trouble throwing the football in practice earlier in the week, but giving it a go today and playing every snap. Blitz coming, Akron. Navarro on the move. Steps around the tackle. Parker Navarro, Houdini-like, keeping that alive. As he got to the 40-yard line, now it's going to bring up 4th down and short. Decision time, my good friend, if you are Tim Albin.
I think you punt the football here. Keep the field position advantage. Akron hasn't done anything with the ball so far this half. They've been playing on it, backed up to their own goal line, struggling to run the football. You have a 4-point lead. Don't give them any type of momentum. I think you punt the football here.
All right, we hear you, and that's exactly what Tim Albin decided to do. Jordan Castleberry standing back at his 10-yard line, awaiting this boot from the punter, Jack Wilson. That's going to kick into the white boundary and out of bounds. Will see where it's spotted. All right, underway. 6:21 left, third quarter. Ben Finley back on the field, trailing Ohio by 4. No, you're enjoying this one today. First Mid-American Conference game of the year. League games always like this in this highly competitive, evenly matched league. Ohio with a 14-10 lead on the Akron Zips. Joe Moorhead turning this Akron program around as he's got his offense on the football field right now. And another check down, though, that Ohio certainly is not going to give up a lot of operating room to, as Ben Finley checked that down and was able to connect with his big tight end, Jake Newell. But what? No gain? No gain.
There is no foul for an illegal formation.
Although
Only 4
we
players
do
in the
have,
backfield.
did we get a flag that was thrown? What is our game referee explaining here?
Said there was no penalty for illegal formation. They thought it was illegal formation. They waved it off. And actually on that completion, Akron lost a yard.
Well, they picked up the flag they had thrown. Again, Andrew Special is our game referee today, the gentleman with the white hat, and just not much there for Akron, deep in their own territory inside the 5-yard line, as Ben Finley now is going to be looking at a 2nd and 15. Finley's day is, honestly, Marcus, kind of been up, down, here, there, everywhere, all over the place.
Yeah, they just can't get it together so far. And see if it's... Oh, his hand got stepped on right there when he was on the ground.
Out in the end zone at 2nd and 15. Sack time. Safety put on the board by the Ohio Bobcats. They just absolutely caved in that offensive line of Ben Finley and his Akron Zips and kicked their lead up to 6 by grabbing the 2 points out of this end zone safety on Finley. Boy, a lot of pressure there, Marcus, coming from that Akron front 7. Marcel Walker-Burgess on that takedown. There's Burgess, who wears number 17, in the end zone.
Yeah, he had a strip sack a week ago versus Kentucky. Saw number 8 too, Ben McNamara, with some pressure off the edge to force
Ohio is now playing as number
Ben
89.
Finley to step up in the pocket, and it just collapsed too quickly. You see him looking at that hand that got stepped on. Just wasn't able to go through his progressions. Didn't have time to throw the football.
So 3 straight 3-and-outs now for this Akron offense, and all for the first half, first couple of drives, cunts, and everything has really, the brakes have come on, and they have just completely had all kinds of issues trying to move the football, the Akron Zips.
Yeah, they haven't been able to do much. I mean, they had a short field when they got the touchdown to Jake Newell. Whenever they threw that ball on the RPO, that was a short field right before the half. Other than that first drive, they haven't been able to do much. And I really think their offense got out of rhythm once he turned that football over on the short field.
Yeah.
Now he's getting a little gun shy, doesn't really want to go down the field. And they're playing with their backs to the wall.
You want something telling? I'll give it to you right after this kickoff to augment and really add an exclamation part to our discussion here. Solid return here for the Ohio return game. That's Chase Hendricks on the return, and they'll start from the 33-yard line. Marcus, you ready for this? Now, we talked about the drive. 2 good drives for Akron in the first quarter. 112 yards of total offense. Since
number 89
then,
for Ohio is now number 12.
minus 10.
Wow. Credit that man right there in his defense for number 1. But that Akron offensive line has not given them the push they needed in the run game. They've been inconsistent. That's why we highlighted them to talk about how important it was for them to play well, especially in a game like this.
Positively, though, how about the Akron defense hanging in wonderfully well? Tyus tried to get to the edge. Flags are going to get thrown. I see that. I don't know. We'll take a look at it. But, you know, Tyus was on the white boundary. And then I suppose you could make a case that Akron then went and got him on the boundary and spun him down.
Well, I tell you what, Brian McCoy.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense, number 40. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Automatic, first down.
Brian McCoy is too good a football player. I think he knows better than that, right?
Yeah, he got roughed up a little bit out of bounds, knocked into people, and he high team.
Can be very costly. We'll see if Akron's able to play through it defensively. Back to the ground game for Anthony Tyus, playing with very heavy heart today after loss of a family member. But we take a look at that. Well, there it is. You know, McCoy's just got to be able to not make that extra hit. It's 8 yards out of bounds.
That's just a poor choice. I mean, the second man is always going to get caught. I mean, he has to just take the block out of bounds and line up and play the next play. You just can't be selfish like that and hurt the football team.
On 2nd and 4, back to the ground game there. Close to the first down. Probably going to bring up 3rd and short. Again, on that carry, Anthony Tyus. And Ohio, as you see here, as we come inside 4 minutes left of the third quarter, going quickly. Tyus again. Broke it. Had he kept his feet, he might be heading to the corner of the end zone right now. First down, though, to move the sticks for Ohio.
Yeah, a little inside zone action there. All the linemen blocking to the left. This offensive line is playing well, recreating the line of scrimmage. As you see Tyus' numbers on the day so far. Another day at the office for the big fella.
His next carry will be his 25th of the afternoon in this MAC opener. There's carry number 25. Got a couple before he was upended. Darian Lewis, the nickelback, made the hit. Really like the way and how strong tackling unit the linebackers at secondary are of the Akron Zips.
Yeah, they do a fine job. I mean, you know, Brian McCoy's a part of that when he's playing with his cool. So is Antavius Fish. Defensive coordinator Tim Tibesar told us that they're pretty good when they're not trying to do too much.
Yep. Well said. 2nd and 8 now for Parker Navarro. Wants to put it up. Lost the football. Football free. Akron says they're on it. Akron is on it. They've created the turnover. Ohio is moving the football, and the Akron Zips say we're going to take it away.
Defense. 1st and 10, Akron.
What a break. Way to make a play in the midst of adversity. To the right of your screen, you see big fella Richards with the strip sack. That was play action pass there.
Was it Marcus Moore that got on it?
Yeah, he recovered it.
Marcus Moore on the recovery after, as Marcus Ray pointed out to you, where the hit came from. Oh, the Akron Zips. They ward off Ohio's march into plus territory. Now that quick throw to get it in the hands of that outstanding receiving tight end for the Akron Zips, as quarterback Ben Finley was able to put that on his.
No showers longer than 5 minutes.
Football team. His quarterback, Ben Finley. Gonna fake that misdirection. Look at the hit off that linebacking unit as misdirection from Akron. They got the football in to the hands of a wide receiver, but that's a big-time hit that came from the Ohio secondary again, that linebacker, Shea Taylor.
It's a great read there, too. That time they figured out Akron was trying to get a little slip, quick screen to the wide side of the field. And at 6'3", 232, this Shea Taylor's pretty athletic. Runs around and hits people all game long.
Oh, he really is. 4 wide receivers. Finley with time. He's going to check that down. And he'll put it on his excellent pass receiving tight end. Making that grab again, Jake Newell. Check Newell's numbers today. Of course, Tom Boshenik doing a fabulous job, our statistical wizard here. Always great to have Tom around. 7 catches for 42 yards for the Akron tight end. Probably going to be an all-Mid-American Conference. Certainly not a candidate, but probably top 3 teams in the MAC as we get that timeout here.
Ohio.
Head coach Tim Albin wants to take that timeout on the defensive side of things. All right, we'll take it with them. 16-10 Ohio, early 4th.
And that's really given their defense a whole lot of confidence, field position to work with.
Now Finley in trouble, being chased by Bradley Weaver. Sack time, Bradley Weaver. What again? 18-yard sack loss there. Well, Joe Moorhead certainly probably looking for maybe a different decision from his quarterback Ben Finley, but Bradley Weaver's a real deal. Anybody?
And one of the things that they do with Bradley Weaver on third down is move him from his defensive end position inside so he can work his pass rush moves against those interior linemen, and that just tacked on another loss there in the rush department for Akron.
A couple of sacks today for Brad Weaver. Excellent punt. Akron, it backs Coleman Owen up. Owen is so electrified, was able to squeeze his way out over the 25-yard line. 12:33 left, so we're still early 4th quarter. Don't go anywhere. This game's still hanging heavily in the balance. We didn't think it was going to get decided until maybe 12. Inside the final couple 2-3 minutes of this football game, Marcus, and that's the path we've been on.
Yeah, it's definitely still a winnable game for both teams. I just think that the defenses have kind of stepped up. Offenses aren't being able to move the chains and sustain drives, and whoever I think probably gets the next big play touchdowns will have a good chance of probably pulling this one off.
Now Parker Navarro is going to stay with the ground game. I tell you again, Akron's ability to get off blocks up front. Kabosh Richards again on a hit there. Look at Finley, Ben Finley, the Akron quarterback. He's taken a couple of hits today and going to take a knee here now while his Akron defense is on the football field.
Yeah, it's been a rough day. I mean, they've knocked him down, picked him off.
Oh, running free, Coleman Owen. Navarro hit him. Owen inside the 5. He's in the house. Touchdown. Coleman Owen, 75 yards from Parker Navarro.
Young man's playing extremely well. I mean, you watch it here, you get the play action, pressure off the edge, just a seam route. That's what teams like to throw when they see one safety in the middle of the field. They attack the hashes. Right there, he just ran down the field untouched. You have to get hands on receivers when they're in the slot. Easier said than done off a play fake on the run, though.
Akron linebacker Brian McCoy, Marcus Ray, looked like he was a little mystified as he was chasing Coleman Owen, that he didn't have help from behind him and up top as Owen simply ran free, as I said. Owen to the end zone. Now a 2-possession lead for Ohio over Akron.
He's extending plays. He's throwing people off. He's looking to get upfield and get first downs. He's taking care of the football. And I tell you what, you get the strike down the middle. After all that action, you throw it to your top receiver, Coleman Owen, for his second touchdown of the day on a simple seam route. I think Parker Navarro stepped up today at home for the Bobcats.
It's bumped the lead up to 13 now on this Akron return. Not a lot there for Bobby Golden. Golden got knocked down before he got to the 20-yard line. So now you got a 2-touchdown lead if you're Ohio. As you look at the numbers for Parker Navarro, this is winning football, Marcus Ray. Again, maybe not wow you and make you, say, look at this guy that could throw for 400 yards, but Navarro and Parker Owen have got it done today. Coleman Owen, excuse me.
Yeah, whenever Parker Navarro plays, he normally throws for about 200 yards. I mean, they're looking for 200 and 200 balanced offensive attack at Ohio.
Ben Finley off the play fake, going to keep the football, didn't fool anybody. Most especially did not fool that Ohio front seven again. Very impressed with Marcel Walker-Burgess. Wears number 17. Started his career at Kentucky. It's a young man, Marcus Ray, raised by his grandmother, playing first and second downs only in his time at Nevada. Then went to Southern Connecticut State before getting here. That's a dart that was delivered beautifully by Akron quarterback Ben Finley, as he was able to put it on his wide receiver there, and making that grab again for the Akron Zips, Adrian Norton.
It's a great pass right there in traffic. Threaded the needle, did Ben Finley. One of the more positive plays they've had this half.
22-yard hookup. Finley going to fire left side now. That is caught and tight-roping that sideline on the boundary. Bobby Golden. This, Marcus, I think we're together. I like the Akron receiving corps.
I like them too. I actually like the system that Joe Moorhead is running with them. And if you give Finley enough time and he makes the right reads, then it can cause people a lot of problems.
So Akron down by 13, so it's a 2-possession game. Now the ground game. They went back to the delayed draw. Charles Kellum, the carry. We haven't seen Jordan Simmons, the number 1 running back, Marcus, since the opening half.
Well, right now, Akron has to be very smart with the football. I like the balance, the run, the pass there. They need points, though. They're down 2 scores, under 10 minutes to play.
Do you get the sense, partner, that Ohio, that back 7 secondary, doesn't have a lot of belief that Akron can beat them over the top?
Yeah, I agree with that, and it's partly because you're not going to have a lot of time with that pass rush. Yeah. The way Ohio's getting in there, you need time to throw deep balls, and when you get a lot of pressure, everything has to come out quick.
Connor Kravac made that grab. Kravac, one of the tight ends that backs up Jake Newell. So Akron trying to get on the move here. Running clock as we're approaching 9 minutes left. Ohio with this 13-point lead, 23-10 in the MAC opener. A lot of time. Finley O'Gunn, boy, he just short-armed that. Better throw. You got Newell making the grab probably for another first down.
Yeah, that throw was a little tough with Finley moving to his left after the fake toss sweep. They just were getting to a flood route. Just mean 1 deep, 1 intermediate, 1 short on the same side, and throwing to his left, just a little bit inaccurate.
And now this Akron football team faced a very challenging non-conference schedule at Ohio State, at Rutgers, and at South Carolina. And now in their MAC opener, Finley delivers a strike. Bobby Golden made the grab. And this is going to bring up now 3rd down, and we'll call it 5. That line to make right at the 28-yard line is, once again, Akron is moving the football. But as Marcus just said, you know, we're inside 9 minutes now. You got to start putting up points, and preferably touchdowns. I mean, a field goal here, you know, only going to get you back to 10. You're still looking at a 2-possession deficit. RPO game. That late pitch from quarterback Ben Finley. He had room to run himself on that RPO after the play fake, and don't see that a whole lot, Marcus Ray. The late pitch to Jake Newell, the tight end. That's going to go down as a rush play, a running play.
I've never seen triple option football pitch into a tight end that's on the ball. I've never seen that before.
Joe Moorhead, baby.
Wow.
The Joe Moorhead playbook. Can Akron, though, cash it out? Was that Ohio who took the timeout?
The ruling on the previous play was it was a backwards pass. That play is under further review.
Now they're going to review that. I think that was a legal pitch backwards as needs be. Previous play we're talking about here. But Marcus, we take a look at it again. It appeared just to us that, but this is being ruled a illegal.
Looking, bang bang, spinning around, and desperation time defense. You have to start tackling the football.
A redshirt junior Mel. That's a 1st down as Akron runs the football. As did they go back to Jordan Simmons there? We haven't seen Simmons. Yeah, that was Simmons. Simmons hadn't been on the football field in a long time, as I was mentioning in the last Akron possession. Picked up the 1st down there. So Jordan Simmons back at the running back. Finley. Flag. That throw got picked off. Intercepted. That Ohio INT on that deflected throw came from Austin Brawley. If it's
script in the book 6. Done a
as we see the Ohio
out of Massillon, Washington High School. 28 tackles coming in here. Got the turnover belt.
As we see the Ohio running back Anthony Tyus being led to the locker room. But yeah, Austin Brawley has had a tremendous year in that secondary. Young man from Massillon, Washington High School, in the secondary for Tim Albin's Ohio Bobcats. There he is. Now, don't you love it? You, back in the day, would you like to have been sporting the championship belt?
I would have had it on a whole lot, Mike. I'll tell you. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Couple of times a game, or a turnover tie. I might have had the tire and the belt in one game, Mike. You know, me or some guy named Woodson. One of us would have had
that Woodson fella.
Yeah, whoever that guy is, that Hall of Famer.
That you played with. Yeah, Woodson. I remember him.
I wish we had those type deals back in the dark ages of the Big Ten. But
no, do you think Lloyd Carr would have allowed you guys to be sporting belts and tires and taking pictures on the sideline after you came up with a turnover?
No, and rest in peace, Bo Schembechler. He would have had a fit. He would have told Lloyd he was out of here.
You're probably right. You're probably right with regard to that. The hurt Ohio Bobcat and being attended to is Carson Heidecker, 50-year senior out of Columbia Station, Ohio, near Cleveland. So, yeah, he had the back problem going on a little bit earlier today. And now they're working on the right leg.
Yeah, it's been a tough one, Mike. He had that helmet-to-helmet in the end zone, as you mentioned. You'll see right here, just gets rolled up at the very end of that play.
Yeah. Well, those offensive linemen, you know, Marcus, you see call as much football as we do. Honestly, I'm amazed it does, and thankfully it doesn't, but I'm amazed that these roll-up knee and leg injuries don't happen more often to O-linemen.
Yeah, that's true, especially when they're in those piles and a bunch of bodies laying around.
So Heidecker rolls up, and then, yeah, he
kind of gave him a little elbow drop there on the way down. You saw that, buddy?
It's a good move from the wrestling top rope, isn't it? Yeah. All right, we're inside 6 minutes left. Moving clock. Ohio with the football. And they're in no hurry right now, running these plays offensively as they've got a 13-point two-possession lead. Off that play fake, Parker Navarro kept the football. I don't think he even got back to the line of scrimmage, so this is now going to bring up 3rd down and 5. But, you know, when you're up 13 points, as we said, a couple possessions, I think, Marcus, the thing you're more thinking about is run the football and use the clock. If you could pick up a 1st down or 2, game over. But run the football, more importantly, to keep the clock moving, yes?
Yeah, and then you run that play clock down under 5-6 seconds. That's when you snap it. That's why Parker's holding on to it.
And now with the play clock at 1, Parker Navarro snaps the football. Outstanding job by him. Move the sticks, Ohio. Picking up the 1st down. Strong run from their running back, Ricky Hunt. Hunt didn't see a lot of action today, but they got him in there to try to put this one away with the 2-possession lead.
Yeah, Anthony Tyus took the majority of the carries today. As you see him, he went to the locker room. Good to see him back on the sideline. Ricky Hunt Jr. is a very capable 1B kind of running back in this system.
And the Ohio Bobcats with 4 minutes left. Not any room there, though, as got spun down, did Ricky Hunt there. And taken to the ground by that Akron front line defensively is in on that stop. Terrific game today for Bradley, or excuse me, for Richards. Richards that had a very strong performance today.
Yeah, he's lived in that backfield all day.
But as we mentioned a moment ago, Ohio just letting that play clock run all the way down to 1 before they snap the football. Akron with all their timeouts left, not using them here. Navarro, very surprising he made that throw. And are we getting a late flag there for a late hit on Parker Navarro? I think we are. Or did C.J. Nunley possibly taunt Parker Navarro?
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense, number 19, taunting. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot, automatic, 1st down.
It's hard to come back from a couple of touchdowns behind when you pick up penalties like that, Marcus Webb.
Yeah, he actually made a good play. Oh, man. You know, so he stood up, looked at him, and I mean, that's that. I don't know. I mean, that's a tough one, man. You know, from a great player, too. 1st-team all-conference guy. We haven't really called his name that much today. I guess you just can't stand up and look at him, Mike, because he made a great hit on Parker, but just that little extra at the end just made it debatable.
And actually, it was Ohio running back Ricky Hunt that ran about 8 yards to go hit Nunley, right?
He sure did.
stay with the ground game quite naturally for Ohio offensively, and Ricky Hunt continues to carry the football. Hunt's a 210-pound, very sturdy, runs inside the tackles very well. Redshirt freshman out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And we're clock moving inside 2:50 left now.
That penalty sure didn't help Akron's chances of getting the football back with decent time.
Ricky Hunt staying at the running back spot. He's got another carry. He got stood up there. I think it's Brian McCoy in on the Akron hit. It was McCoy. Such a hard hitting linebacker. There he is. Where's number 40? Young man from Chicago. And now we get the timeout from the Akron Zips. So they take their first timeout. So the ideal here from Joe Moorhead, Marcus, waited till third down before he just took the timeout now. And now looking to get this stop and get the football back.
Yeah, that's an old strategy from the NFL when you get closer to that 2-minute timeout where you want to burn maybe 2 timeouts, get one here. Then if you get a stop, but hopefully if you're Akron, you're going to force an incomplete pass, then you don't have to use one. But if they do run the ball, then you want to get another quick timeout so you get the ball back with essentially 2 timeouts left with the 2-minute timeout.
Well, there have been many possessions today where the Akron Zips have moved the football very well. They've got either near or in the red zone, and it's come to a halt.
Definitely, and then they had to play on a short field to start the third quarter off too, so they've been on both ends of the field. Just haven't been able to sustain drives beyond that very first opening drive of the game.
This is 3rd and 6 now for Parker Navarro to keep the drive alive. Navarro, quarterback draw. He's got a first down and more. This is Parker Navarro inside the 5. Got dragged down from behind at the 3-yard line. Is that your major exclamation point for what's going to be an Ohio Bobcats win?
I think it was. Great call there. You don't want to put the ball in the air. Design quarterback draw. Brian McCoy overran it, and Parker Navarro, that should put him over 100 yards rushing, 200-something passing. Young man had a great performance today.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
Tremendous afternoon. We're at the 2-minute timeout. Ohio that far away from putting this away. They lead by 13. Conference as we come inside the 2-minute mark on this one. To it in a second. They're snapping the football here at Peden Stadium as Ohio will give the football again to running back Ricky Hunt as we got this running clock now. Akron does have 2 timeouts left, but now with the football here, evidently not wanting to use them is head coach of the Akron Zips. On that play clock run down by Navarro, I think they had a bust there. Navarro keeps it alive and throws it out of the end zone. Well, that was a major bust in that backfield. As Navarro, was that Ricky Hunt? Ricky Hunt went the other way.
Yeah, somebody messed up.
Or Navarro went the wrong way off the snap.
Interference, defense number 24.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprising there that that play call was for an RPO with Navarro, and now they're looking over at the sidelines trying to get on the same page here. More RPO, and Akron just blew that up as that inside handoff was absolutely destroyed by Brian McCoy. And McCoy has put some serious licks on folks today. Has he not, Marcus Ray?
Yeah, he has. I mean, for better and worse, he had his penalty, but he's been roughhousing people.
To 1 minute and 5 seconds.
That was Duncan Brune. We thought we were going to see more snap today. Trying to come back on San Diego State. Marshall, fourth quarter at the half, non-conference against Old Dome. Right here, Ohio with the lead and looking for more. Got more. Parker Navarro. Kept it. RPO. He's in the end zone. Ohio touchdown.
Yeah, they set that play up from the last one. That's a good call. When Brian McCoy came off the edge and made the tackle, they flipped the formation. Why not let Parker Navarro finish the deal that he started today? What a great game for the young man. With quarterback keep option.
Well, Navarro came into today, weren't sure if he was going to be able to go. Had a lot of issues this week. Trying to throw the football. Shoulder was barking at him. Arm was barking at him. Soft tissue injury throughout the upper body. Tough gripping the football. But he has certainly gutted it out today and has led his Ohio Bobcats, who go 85 yards in 10 plays, to what's going to be a Mid-American Conference opening game win in league play over Akron.
They were able to certain area.
Real good. The Zills out. Buckets have a very good football.
I agree with that, and Akron just has to find a way to run that football.
You want?
I mean, that
play.
Was it? The flag was
Walter
thrown
Bob, 95. For the better part of the game, they were able to score when they needed to, get turnovers and stops. I was really impressed by their third down defense. The way we started the show, Mike.
Again next week in Toledo, huh?
Yes, sir.
You're up for that one. All right. Tim Albin and his Ohio Bobcats with a convincing 30-10.